Treva the Renewer. Hey, nice to meet you. My name's Treva. Why is this dragon from Boston? Deals combat damage to a player. You may pay 2 and a white. If you do choose a color, then you gain 1 life for each permanent of that color. Whoa. That is kind of cool. That's doing shit. That has some motion to it. We can life nuke people. 112 main deck. I think that's intentional. I think that's fine. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Size, 112. The maybe board's 50. Yeah, so this is fine. I think we're being asked to cut down cards, and we're allowed to be 15 or above or below. Okay, so this is my bracket 3 Bant life gain +1/+1 counter deck. The game plan is to reliably have a Soul Sister on board, gaining me life all the turns in a turn cycle. This deck tries to lean all in on effects that generate value, Exemplar of Light and Heroic Feast and Terra Symbiosis, etc. I need to cut the cards down to 100. Also, I'm totally happy for you to make changes. I have no budget or UB restrictions. Just no reserve list cards, please. Okay. I've gone deep with details of the primer and the deck link. Okay, so we can look at the primer if we need some guidance. But I think, first and foremost, I am a little curious about why we're doing Soul Sisters when we just have a life gain nuke here. Why don't you just change to default the sorting, not like a row, but I don't know. This is just how I've been doing it. Pride Mates probably, but this is like 1 thermonuclear bomb life gain, which isn't really synergizing with a lot of things that Guide of like Soul Sisters do. Whenever you gain a life, put counter on everything. Like, that's awesome. It's not good with Treva, though. But Soul Sisters aren't coughing babies. You run Soul Sisters if you want a bunch of life gain triggers, and then you run shit like Treva and doubling life totals and stuff when you want explosion life total. Like, paying 2 and a white and we get 1 trigger from our Archangel of Thune? That sucks. Is Treva not a bunch of gain ones? No, if you do choose a color, then you gain 1 life of each permanent. It's 1 instance of life gain for everything in play combined into 1 thing. So for me, I'm like, I want to not do Soul Sisters Pride Mates. I want to gain a bunch of life all at once and have something trigger that. Like cards that trigger with that, you know what I mean? I'm trying to collect my thoughts on what direction I want to bring this deck. Or to swap commanders. I don't want to do that. Right. I don't want to do that. I like this commander. I want to make this commander work. And I just think that this commander isn't being highlighted by being in a Soul Sister deck. Shifting Sky is perfect. Like, that's cool. Let's hang on. Deep breath for additions. Bring in the Painter Servants. Yeah, that's more of a thought for me, is Painter Servants. Because my other thought is, like, we go, like, gain life that many. Put that many counters on this creature, but there's Nykthos Paragon. What is it called? It's a fucking 6 mana. Yeah, whenever you gain life, put that many counters on each creature you control. Oh, tag Pride Mate. That's not what we're talking about, Metallics. We're talking about the opposite of Pride Mate. We're talking about rewarding huge life gain, all in one go life gain triggers. Pride Mates reward you for a lot of life gain triggers. Shanna is insane too. Okay. Listen, Dale, you're not here. We have 2 roads ahead of us. I'm going to pick the Shanna route because it sounds like you want to play with Soul Sisters and not nick those Paragons. So, I'm going to make the executive decision here to change the commander to Shanna. I think a lot of the technology we're about to talk about is still applicable if you wanted to keep Treva as the commander. And I thought there was a thought there. This is all still applicable, I think, if Treva's still your commander. Just swap off of Soul Sisters and move on to life gain nukes instead, like a Beacon of Immortality. I do think Shanna's doing everything you want better, though, is the sad truth of the fact of the matter. Yeah, I really don't swap commanders that often, but in this situation, I do think it's correct. Because if you want to play with Soul Sisters in Bant, this is the way to do it. So, I need Starfield Shepherd. It's already in, thank goodness. Do we have Guide of Souls? Yes. Do we have Souls Attendant Soul Warden? Yes. Do we have... Okay, we kind of have everything I like. Maybe a Mockingbird. Enters as a copy of a creature on the battlefield, so you can just choose a Soul Sister with this, or you can choose the creature that tutored it up. Like Ranger of Eos. I don't know if I want Ranger Captain. Ranger Captain's fine. I'll bring Ranger of Eos, though. I think the 2-for-1 is better with the Mockingbird. Flash Trample. Trample's a good word to have on a Soul Sister. Or on a Pride Mate, rather. I only really like Heliod for combos, but it does turn any creature into it, including our commander. Yeah, you know what, Heliod's fine. Modified creatures have trample. You're losing me there. I think that's one synergy too deep. Nissa get an elf. Gets Galadriel. That's fine. I think I want to go out. That is really cute, though, to get that as your only elf. I just think that's taking up too much deck space, sadly. Why is Dovescape in here? Because it's awesome. Koala, can we please keep additions until we're done? I'm going to forget all of the additions you're recommending, and then we are going to be worse off for that. So let's cut down to the number of cards first. I know we're very excited to add cards to the Magic the Gathering decks, but you also have to cut cards from them. Stub. Swanshong. Maybe Stub. I don't know why we're on Heroic Intervention in a... Like, it works against exactly Supreme Verdict. That in a world where, like, a Negate would be better, or Dovin's Veto. Mana Drain, sure. Maybe Dovescape does go for now, but we can come back around to that as a sideboard kind of option. Cleric class. Yeah, sure. A Biting Grace I don't like with Kami, without Kami of False Hope. Maybe it's fine enough, though. I just don't like... The cards that return stuff from the graveyard need to be really good, or else I'm like, they're kind of bad. On each of them. Yeah, that's a little weird. Terra Symbiosis. Whenever you put that many counters on a creature, draw a card. Okay, once again, we're like one synergy too deep. It's like, okay, we have things that gain life and then put counters on things when we gain life. And then now once we get the counter synergy enabler, then we start going off. I'm like, it's like so mid. Ozolith, once again, I don't know if I like the counter synergy in this deck. Yeah, Scurry Oak. Scurry Oak's infinite. That's a different story. Because you have Heliod, Scurry Oak, Soul Sister. That's infinite life and infinite creatures. This card's so okay. Let's consult the primer. The core engines are available on life gain, +1/+1 counters, card draw, creature tokens. Yeah, my core engines are my core pillars card draw. It's like, I don't know, this is so direct. White Treva, backup life gain, and my opponent turns off ETBs, 6/6 flying blockers. If your opponents turn off ETBs, we can remove their creature, we're in white, or we can remove their creature. We have Insidious Fungus. Right. Ta-da, creature that blows up artifact or enchantment. So Torp Orb's no longer an issue. I don't know. We just have like 2 of the best removal colors in the game. Like, I don't really know why we're scared of people turning off ETPs. Legolas's. Sarah Paragon. You also have Aura Shards, you war criminal, so you should be fine. Sylvan Library is just generically good. Oh, you know what? We're a life gain deck. Sylvan Library has synergy. It's probably Earthbender Ascension. Now that our commander's gone. All right, great. Let's play test this out and see how we feel. Dink, dink, dink. Yeah, I don't know. I like the Agatha Soul Cauldron stuff. Why is Cauldron still in? Because it's funny with a lot of the cards in the deck. It's also just graveyard hate. It also, like, it's Archangel of Thune plus, like, Birds of Paradise over. Like, that's so funny. No, the primer's fine. It's just, I don't know if I believe in Treva to lead this deck more than Shanna could. And if we're doing Treva, I want to highlight how cool life gain nuking is with 1 trigger. I'd rather be on Nykthos Paragons and stuff rather than Archangel of Thunes. All right, Ignoble Hierarch. Fetch. Get Breeding Pool. Green, blue, white, Shanna. Next turn. White. Soul Ring. One, two. Scurry Oak. Swing. You gained a life. You can pay 1 to draw a card. Next turn, we win. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we don't win because Soul's Attendant is in play yet. We're so close. We could, for 6 mana, you could do this, but we don't have triple white. We only have double white. Right, because this makes a counter. Oh my god, counter. We get a squirrel. Treva does seem more like a unique commander. Yes, but having all the Soul Sisters in the deck leads me to believe that this person would rather play with Soul Sisters than life gain nuking with Treva, like, and Beacon of Immortality and etc. So for me, I'm like, okay, if we're playing Soul Sisters, let's just do Shanna. And because, like, we have Archangel of Thune, we have the +1/+1 counter stuff across our entire board. To me, Treva is 6 mana nothing. Like, if this thing had lifelink, it would be a better card most of the time for this strategy. Coming up feels boring if I'm not a dedicated combo deck, but that's just you. Yeah, it's just you. I disagree. I like the combo in this deck. It's kind of fun. Shanna, hold up Swan Song something. Mana Confluence. Swing with Shanna, gain 3 life. Move to our end step. 1, 2, 3. Or let's just do 1-2, draw 2 cards. That does kind of telegraph that we have mana drain, but oh well. Next turn. Okay, Forbidden Orchard. We probably can't swing with Shanna safely much anymore. 1, 2, 3. Enduring Vitality. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fairy Artisan. Steal your opponent's creatures. Dink. 1, 2. Starfield Shepherd. Get Guide of Souls. Guide of Souls. With this mana. And then you go Haywire Might. 1, 2, 3. You could have done this to draw a card this turn. And then end step, we gained 1 life because this entered. Pay 1, draw a card, this unwarps. And then maybe we draw a couple more cards off Fairies, Artisans, Tocasius, welcome. My feeling then the combo is the best thing I can do. So I feel like I should find the combo instead of twiddling myself with +1/+1 counters and stuff. I don't know. It's just like, these are all just independently good cards. We're not even tutoring in this deck. It's fine. We have Finale. Period. I think we also have Formidable Speaker. So we have 2 tutors in the deck. It's like, yeah. Yeah, this is my thoughts. Yeah, true. I love a good combo. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. I think that the tutor's fine in the deck. I kind of just want to keep playtesting this and just see where it's going wrong. Right now, it feels like mana is the issue, but I don't even think that's like the deck's fault. Although Wasteland is a little weird. I think this should be Demolition Field. You don't really need the most cost-efficient way to blow up a land. You just need a way to do it when your board is wide and they have a Glacial Chasm. And Demolition Field is a way to go about doing that in the early game with still fixing. Right, because it replaces itself. Field. If anything, I'm weirded out by Nick, though, so I don't think we're going to have a lot of devotion to 1 color in our 3-color deck. Vibing with just about everything else, including the Evandu, which I was not expecting. We could honestly just like rock a Malevolent Rumble. It's okay. Adagia. Let's go with I mean, we could do Evil Walking Ballista shit. That feels too fast. That feels just like slightly too fast for this. Sejuri Shelter? Yeah, I'm fucking with Sejuri Shelter. Yo, protection. Okay, this is keepable. I love the Forbidden Orchard in your deck. That's so funny. All right, draw. That'll get recovery tapped. Next turn. Forbidden Orchard. 1, 2. Erd Heirloom. Next turn. Dink, 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 dink. Auriok Champion. Next turn. Windswept Teeth. Like, this would be a Nykthos right now. Get Breeding Pool. And then you go blue, green, 1, Shanna. Actually tap here and here. And now we've given them a 1/1. We've gained 1 life this turn. So we can go white, draw a card. Next turn. Okay. So we give them a creature, we gain a life. Actually, blue 1, Mockingbird, give you a creature, Soul Ring. We've gained 2 life now. And in fact, we can cast Mockingbird, not like a moron. And then end step, we pay 2, draw a card, and then you're able to go 1, 2, Thraben Charm, blow something up. Right, you're doing 6 with this Thraben Charm. Why we're Heirloom? We used to be on a big dragon, so I do think Erd Heirloom is actually odd one out now. That should probably just be an Arcane Signet. I mean, we haven't been like tripping up on the creature mana all that bad, but I think Arcane Signet, just being able to cast any spell, is better. It's good with a couple of our pride mates. Like, it's good with Trelisara. Scholar? Scholar's cute. I don't think Scholar's that good. It's really funny with our pride mates. But I think that, once again, that's just like 1-2 deep. The floor is pretty high, though, because he just comes in with a counter by himself. You do have Cauldron. Yeah. Koala's good. Yeah, let's do Koala. I like Koala. Whenever Koala attacks, it's each other attacking creatures you control get +1/+1 or +1/+0. X number of counters. Or we can counters. Gain life, put counter on Koala. Fun. So do we want more Soul Sisters? Yeah, I like Koala. Koala's funny. Maybe no Fathom Mage. Danny Pink is broken, but it's not in this deck, I think. Once again, I just think the +1/+1 counter stuff is like 1-2 deep. We have Archangel of Thuna's Spike Feeder in there. I think that combo's too fast. Yeah, it's whenever you put a counter on a... Yeah. I think I just want to focus more on the life gain, making that consistent. O-Tag Soul Sister. Distinguished Conjurer is awesome. Fucking Holly is broken. Oh my god, Halia. And Liliana can come in when she comes out. Maybe Suture Priest. Alright. Let's play test. Meticulous Archive Surveil 1. Graveyard Authority. Arcane Signet, Nature's Lore, type Forest. We're going to get Hedge Maze probably. Surveil 1, Graveyard. Okay, once again, Pensive Professor is another one of these counters payoffs. 1, 2, 3. Plus, we just have card draw in the command zone now, so. 1, 2. You could have just gained a life here and then drawn a card. Next turn, Hollowed Fountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're so close. So you go blue 1, Mockingbird here. We've now gained 1 life. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Tigra. Dink, dink. And then pay 1, 2, draw 2 cards. Like, that feels good. Okay, so really briefly, I want to take it aside and talk about like Nykthos Paragon kind of effects. If we go off of Soul Sisters and we go more on to keeping Treva as the commander, Beacon of Immortality, what is that going to look like? It's going to look like Nykthos Paragon. Aetherflux Reservoir could be on the table in that world. I think you do run Shanna. This is just like a Well of Lost Dreams. Like in the 99. Maybe do another list. Exactly. 2 deck reviews in 1 feels like a lot. Basking Broods. Are we comboing with anything there? I don't think so, right? Am I stupid? Yes, we are. We are comboing. Yes, because we have Heliod. Bingo Brongo. Okay, so I don't think I like Pensive Professor much anymore. Once again, I just don't think we need this card draw anymore now that we have the card draw in the command zone and we can focus more on the life gain, Soul Sistery kind of combos. We could just run... Okay, I already put Ranger Vios in. We could run Mom. Yeah. Mother of Runes. Very happy with that. Gaffer is nice instead of Welcome. I mean, I do think I like Tokasi's Welcome, but the Gaffer. Begin 3 more life. This turn, draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Also, note to Swapper for Liliana. I don't know. They do different kind of things. Liliana makes you discard a card. It's a Soul Sister. It might just be worth to run that over. Like, still run Mom and then also run a Soul Sister. I still like the Damning Verdict, by the way. Although, maybe it should be Winds of Abandon now. Winds of Abandon's already in. Do we have... We already have Psych Rift. Maybe we just don't need Damning Verdict. Or Wave Goodbye. Final Showdown. I don't have one big creature I want to keep. I have a wide board. What are the words on the drawn volley recluse? Joriel. One volley recluse. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2. Until end of turn, creatures you control have base power and tough X. XX for X number of cards in your hand. I feel like just turning all of your Soul Sisters into fucking huge beaters is insane, right? And then what's the Toy Factory? We can run that too. And then we can do Windbrisk Heights, Collector's Cage. Because we are just going wide. So I think I like that. Maybe no... No... Is Avatar's Wrath too cute? I think so. We're earthbending all of our 1-drops and paying 2 mana for them. Ugh, like it's scary. I don't like that. About a world where all is free. Fairy Artisans is cute. Maybe Lathiel is a little slow. A little too to the old counters theme. So now you can go Windbrisk Heights. Collector's Cage. And then you go... Porcelain Gallery. So the joke is that Hideaway can cheat mana costs of big things. We have big things. And we're going wide, so it's just kind of a free advantage engine to mana cheat with. What am I thinking of? It is the card that makes 2 angels, Amaria's Call. Cut a land for Eagles. I don't think Eagles is all that good of a payoff, sadly. As much as I wish it was. +1/+0 first strike is just so little. But the Eagles are coming. True. They did say that in the movie. And that's also the name of a card. Rivali's Gale. That doesn't exist. All right. I think let's just play test. Draw. Evan do. Does this card Evan do anything, man? Starfield Shepherd. Get the best guide. Next turn. Got a breed in my pool. Shanna. A Ganjo. Oh, we could have warp. We could have dink 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 with the Starfield Shepherd. And then we could have 1, 2, 3 with Shanna. Last turn. Green, green, white, white. Bright glass. Soul Warden, Soul's Attendant. Next turn. Demolition Field. White, white. Dink, dink, swing with Shanna, +2/+2, 2 counters. And then we gained a billion life this turn, so you can tap like that, draw 3, go max greed because you're able to discard the hand size and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. Clever concealment. Next turn. This turn is where you go fucking crazy. Archangel of Thune. 3 life gain triggers. I'm giving my board 3 big booms. You could have 3 visits first, too. Boom. This is looking very good. So if we're going to keep the +1/+1 counter theme, I'm going to throw some more ideas at you. Numero uno. Sigarda's fucking summons. If we want to keep the counter theme, you at home, Sigarda's summons. I'll tell you what. Number 2. I like this more than Kodama too. Angel of Destiny. Angel of Destiny would be pretty dope. For like the old life gain version. Where like we're getting a bunch of life. I think I like this one. You also have access to Felidar Sovereign. It seems right up your alley. Yo, if I start my turn and I got 40 or more life, I win. Like, those are all considerations that I want to throw at you. That you just lose the game. Yeah, I fucking love that card. I have it in my Mono White Safara flying deck because this is a big life gain nuke. It's 7 life link. Anyway, I think that's about good to go. Do we have Need Evasion? Yes, but we have Winds of Abandon already. And then we also have the ability to give her things flying with Guide. So I'm not too worried. Biggest inclusions here, by the way. Halia. Halia is huge. Spectrum Sentinel. Spectrum Sentinel's nice, but we just do prefer the life gain on our own turn with Shanna. Either way, I think this is good to go. Bushwhack, like, yeah, now we're just naming cards that are just kind of generically good. So I think we're set. Like, yeah, can we run a Bushwhack instead of a Forest? Absolutely. I think this deck's just good to go. I think Sean is going to enable the Soul Sister plan much better. We gave you some ideas over here for the older version of this deck that still had Treva in the command zone. Thank you for getting a deck review. Hopefully you found that helpful, Dale. Either way, if you want to keep the old version too, Shauna's in the 99 for sure of that other deck. Well of Lost Dreams, that's also a creature with lifelink. Ugh.